Good evening, warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender show. Well, it's Sunday, we've done Friday, Saturday and Sunday shows. Welcome to the show. Tonight it's a special announcement regarding a run that DXTL will be doing. So Team DXTL is the order of the show this evening. But before we do that, obviously it's been a packed weekend of grassroots football. And finally we had our day today. Brilliant, cold, a little bit nippy, everyone was wrapped up. Didn't rain as bad as yesterday, so when it did rain, I made sure I got into the shelter, so Colin will be made up with that one, won't he? He always loves me to get soaked. Anyway, it was a bit of an emotional day today because everyone is contemplating what is going to happen next week, and unfortunately it all seemed like they're all singing off the same song sheet and agreeing that they're going to end grassroots football for 1 month. I really do hope not. But the talk is schools are still there. Football, if the schools are if the kids are going to school, why can't we play football? That's for me. And it was just like I was wishing everyone Merry Christmas basically when I was going today, talking to the referees, making sure I was talking to most of the managers because I won't see them for a good while. It'll only be social media chat again if the games are off. But hey ho, it is what it is, and I think we have to get on with it. It's not worth me going on. I just enjoyed plenty of good football, plenty of good refereeing today. It was great to finish off with. Got off early obviously because I had to concentrate on my show as always, and then move on this evening to Warrington. And talking about Warrington, I was driving there. We have a little run coming up. DXTL will be running, Team DXTL will be doing a run from Warrington Town Hall to Liverpool Town Hall. Now we just thought we'd make this a special show this evening and tell you all about it because I've been out and about over the weekend and I'm going to mention quite a few names. If I don't mention you, you will be getting mentioned, I assure you, over the next few weeks. Now the run will take place February 7th, 2021. That's not far away, you know. Anyway, that just gives us time to make sure that we're all up and running, all super fit, and hopefully we can complete a 26-mile run. We want no extra, no less, we just want 26 miles. And as I say, we're hoping, and I'm going to put it to them, the Mayor of Warrington to start us off on the run and open it up, and the Mayor of Liverpool to close it up, and hopefully shake our hands at the end, if it's allowed. If it's not, it'll be elbows. People are asking me, why, Mal, are you doing a run 26 miles? Well, I have done, going back a few years ago, I have done a run from Ormskirk, West Head, to Liverpool, County Road, which worked out around about 12 miles, so 13 miles I think it was, because it was half a marathon. That's what it was half a marathon anyway. Completed that, done well in that one. Wasn't too sure. I said to myself on that day, could you go that again? Probably not on that day, but I didn't train as hard for it. I didn't have to. I just, you know, your body tells you the story, and it has been over the last 2 weeks. It's been grueling, and as I put up a message last night, I really couldn't breathe last night. I don't know, but it was that many fireworks in the air that it just got to me, and I had to walk, run, and then run, carry on. But I finished it, and I completed it, but it was hard to get my breath, and you know, I'd done the run this morning, and that was perfectly. I just know, you know what your body's telling you, and this is what it's all about. So anyway, I decided to do a run. Excuse me, and a cup of tea as well, because it's been a thirsty day. Because it was brought to my attention over Emilie. Now, what we need to do is raise £25,000. A lot of money, but I've taken on the subject. I've taken on this for Team DXTL, because I've got quite a few runners to do this. Because when I heard the mum's story, I felt I had a right to do this. I do. I just want to do it. I want to. If I do write a book, I want this to be the final chapter in my book. And plenty had asked me to write that book as well, so you never know. I just wanted to do something to make a massive difference to someone who's never rode a bike, to someone who's never walked before, to someone who wants to take part and obviously probably not kicked a ball before. This is what it's all about. And Emilie is 15 years of age, going on 16. I think she's just under 15 because it's 18. We've got 18 months basically to raise the fund and 25,000. She's gonna have the operation in Alder Hay. Failing that, in those 18 months, Emilie will turn 16, and then it goes up to 60,000. So you can see where I'm coming from now. I want to help the family raise this money and give them a little bit of stress-free. And while I can do it, and why I can train with the lads as well who want to do it with me, I'll give you all the information very, very soon, what we're doing and how we're going to be taking part in it. But I just want to give you an insight into the reason why I want to do it. Now the family, I'd say, were pretty close to me, and I've learnt of this through grassroots, from someone in grassroots who put this to me. Now the family moved from Wales to Liverpool after visiting different areas, and obviously it's not very easy when you move into a different place to get to know people, and obviously probably Liverpool is one of the best places to get to know people because you can get to know them pretty quickly. And people will be great, they'll jump on the wagon, they'll get on there and help us out. And when you hear this story, I'm hoping you'll all jump on this wagon and join us in helping out and sponsor us to help us raise the funding of £25,000. Sounds a lot, doesn't it? But I don't think it is over the 18 months. And I want to have a really, really good go to help the family and get them stress-free, because as Mum Donna says to me, she just wants Emilie to live a life stress-free and more normal and active life, and this operation will help her to do this. And already Evie, yes, her sister, has already suffered with cerebral palsy. I just want this family to be looked after if we possibly can, because the stress over the years must be an immense, especially when you've moved to another city and took your family there. So I want to help out there if I possibly can. And this operation, Evie has already had, now we want to get it for Emilie, please. But the fundraise became very, very hard for Mum, because Mum has had a struggle throughout her life as well. And thankfully Mum has overcome cervical cancer along the way. And as Mum tells me, Donna, she tells me it was hard raising the first funding, first time around for Evie, to get the operation done, and it's changed her life immensely. But Emilie, no, they're finding the fundraising very, very hard. We know there's 1,000,001 campaigns out there that's worthwhile doing and helping out, but we're just asking for one, please. And I'm asking, and I'm calling on all my grassroots friends, please come on board, help us out. £25,000 is not a lot of money when we all club together. And we know it's hard times. We know COVID-19 is coming back, striking us down. Another lockdown is on the way. We know it. But if you want something to do, then simply help us fundraise. Please, why don't you just get in touch with me and say, I'd like to donate £1. Let's go towards it. I'd like to sponsor £1 a mile, 26 mile. That's what we're going to do. But please, pledges. It's very, very hard. Once everyone pledges, we'd love you to get the money into us. We are going to set up an account. We'll give you all the details. We'll give you the information that you require. But we just wanted to tell you the story, exactly why we're doing this evening. And that is the story. We want Emilie to have a better life. So I want to help the family and Mum to relax a little bit and get on with their lives and get on with what they're doing. Because Mum, as I say, has had a struggle, beat cervical cancer. So that's a massive, massive well done to you, Donna. And I can imagine the stress. I can only imagine the stress that you've got over the years with 2 daughters and trying to earn a living to get your family settled down. And obviously, I hope this place that you chose, Liverpool, is the place that we're going to end up and help Emilie and forget all this fundraising from now on and just give it a better life and a better future to look forward to. I hate to see kids struggling. That really does get my back up. It really does. And somewhere along the line as well, Emilie has been bullied within school for having a disability that she does have. That's wrong as well, because everyone who knows me, no, I detest bullies. So please, please, come on board with us. Help us out. We're doing this run for Emilie. It's a run for Emilie and Team DXTL. want to get involved in that, want to help Mum Donna out, want to help the family out. We want to do as much as we possibly can. And if we don't raise the money on the run, then I've got other ideas that will help raise it. We've already had an offer for someone, 3 lads, to do the 3 peaks as well to help us out. We'll probably take that on as well, because that is a major force in itself, isn't it? 3 mountains, 3 peaks, and I'll give you more information on that one. But I really do thank Jason for the offer on that one, and we'll probably take him up, but in a later date, please, if you don't mind. There's offer of help everywhere. There's offers of runners coming up to me. There's offers of people wanting to help out. I've been around grassroots Friday, Saturday and Sunday, got soaking wet, freezing cold, but I had the time to go around and ask some managers and referees as well to help us out and raise the funding for Emilie to have this operation. Now, I'm not going to attempt at all to tell you what the operation is called, but I will do as I get used to it, because anyone who knows, when you go into a doctor and you get a prescription and there you go, the doctor signed it, none of us can ever read that prescription. I can never ever, the signature, I can never ever make out a doctor's handwriting. Well, this is something similar to that. I just don't want to call what the operation is. People out there will be telling me, shouting at the screen, tell me what it is. And I know Mum Donna has wrote it down and told me, but I don't want to pronounce it just yet until I get used to it, because I always get these things wrong. And I was getting Emilie and Evie mixed up as well, but now I think I'm on the right road to Emilie. And Emilie is spelled E-M-I-L-I-E. So anyone who's going to pull me up and say you spelled Emilie wrong, it's not, it's the Welsh pronunciation. That's how they spell it, and I'm not going to say that in Welsh either. But no doubt along the way I'll be learning some Welsh, and I'll be giving a message to yourselves anyway for the family. But I just want Liverpool to show again just how good they are. The hearts are really warming. We want to take to the family, not that the family haven't started to settle in already, they have started to settle in already, but we wanted to help them settle in that little bit more, and I want you to help me, Team DXTL, and the offer of help is immense. And what we've got to offer you, well, not you, is a run, and we'll keep you updated, we'll keep podcasts going, we'll keep you listening in, talking about what we'll be doing next, what we're doing on our training, how we're training, what we're going to do. We've got a couple of marathon runners in with us, because it's going to be a team effort, but I want to make sure that I can do that 26 mile and try and get all this in progress to help Emilie along the way. So we are fundraising as we speak, but I will tell you all the details during next week, exactly what we're setting up, and I think it's going to be a GoFundMe page. We're going to appeal to you out there just to donate £1, get us on our way. Sponsors welcome, and we have a great sponsor up to now, which is One Call Taxis, yes, who Chris Sullivan has told me that they will be supplying the van, minibus, whatever it may be, for our volunteers, for the water. They'll be supplying the water as well, and they'll be getting us running vests or t-shirts for the day. Anyone out there with the top class running shoe, and I get told I don't need a top class running shoe, you've got to have the shoes that fit, and you know, mine are all right. But anyone who can help, any sponsors out there, any companies who want to donate, get in touch with myself, mal@don'ttexttheline.com for now. And when I set the page up, no doubt I'll be telling you all about it. But it's February the 7th. Please put that in your diary. You may not need to put it in your diary, because you'll be hearing it on me. It'll be tattooed all over me. There'll be t-shirts going around with Emilie's name on or pictured on as well. We'll be getting the sponsor forms out ASAP. That I've got to print them off, that's all I need to do. Thanks for Matt, who's already done them for us, design them, and thanks to Sophie, who wants to go around with a bucket, and Matt as well. But these are people who are just wanting to help, and there was a lad, Adam, today, who wanted to put his name down for the running. We've got Paul Cochran, who wants to put his name down for the running. We've got Tony Mallon, who's already put his name down. Paul Rupkin, as you've heard of Paul, he's not here today, empty seat, doing all this appeal on my own. And I just hope that I can get you as supporters on board with us. I'm attempting a 26-mile run, and I want to do it to make a difference to a family and a young girl who I've never met at the moment. I've never met, but I know I will do. She's shy, doesn't like photographs, so you can understand where I'm coming from, but let's work together and let's get you to know Emilie along the way. Everyone knows me, and I've even asked all my friends right across the country to help us out, and I'm sure you will. And if you've got any memorabilia that we can raffle off to make some monies as well, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me, mal@don'ttextheline.com. You all know you can add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. I tell you that week in, week out, every day that I'm on a podcast, and I hope I'm not boring you with that, but I really do need your support this week. Now, we've got 5 minutes left of the show because it's a 20-minute appeal. Now, as I say, what Donna's been through is just immense, and we want to raise this funding. 2 daughters suffering with the same cerebral palsy. To me, it's horrible. We just want to give Emilie that chance to have a better life, and not just Emilie, the family as well. They can all have a better life because the stress must be immense, as I say, going through the years. Not by moving from Wales to Liverpool. I'd love to move to Wales. I love Wales, the country as well, and it is nice to be able to help out and bring everyone together. But I'm sure along the way we'll have some sort of interview with Donna. We'll get that going. We've got 4 months to do all this, work together, and I hope I've got memorabilia, as I say, sent to me. I know there's people that help me already with that because I've called in my contacts all over. I don't really use them, and I'm sure they'll come along and help us, yes, to raise the funding as quickly as possible. Now, it's a joint funding method, but I assure you, and we're assuring Donna, Emilie and the family that don't cross the line, team don't cross the line, will not take a penny out of it. Not take a penny out of it until we've raised that £25,000. So it's a run for Emilie. That's what we want to do, because I'd feel guilty, the team would feel guilty saying 50-50. No, we want to manage, and if there's anything over at the end of it, and then I'm sure we'll take something to help us out with all our studio, to what we do within grassroots football, bringing people together, helping the referees to get into academies, and well done to young Finn. We got young Finn into Liverpool Academy. We're there to try and help any referee. Just please get in touch with me if you need help and support and mentoring. I'm there, no matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter if you've had a bust up along the way. I'm always there. I really am there for you, and there's not many bust up that we can have with referees. I didn't mean it like that, I assure you, because I'm on the referee side. So please get in touch with me. It's a nice appeal. It's something different to the show. Hopefully lockdown doesn't happen. We don't want lockdown to happen. Please don't let it happen, because I love getting out of a weekend. I love meeting people. I love watching football. I've talked to Dave Sheeran today. He needs it. He has mental health issues. He wants to get out. He tells me he can't be cooped up. He has to get out and watch football, something to keep him going. You know, there's many out there. Mental health issues is another major factor. Please take note, Mr. Boris. We just need some sort of sporting activity to keep the kids going. Where do they go after school? What do they do to wind down? There's plenty of kids out there as well refereeing, going back to school and then going home for the lockdown. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't to me. I'm still confused. I have been for weeks, and I think there'll be a lot of people nodding with me. Please, we probably will find out by around Tuesday. There'll be an announcement. We know leisure centres are shutting. We know gyms are shutting. And leisure centres, unfortunately, that's where the football takes place. So it doesn't look good for grassroots football at the moment. Let's just hope it is. But we'll be out and about, and you know, the route, we'll let you know the route, exactly where we're taking, because that's getting worked out by Paul and myself. We've got to go on. We might have a little run round tomorrow, Warrington. And I don't mean run. I'll already have done my run in the morning. I'm talking about in the car, and I just want to put the car to one side and do a little run from Warrington to Liverpool to raise money. It's a run for Emilie, and I know you people, the grassroots family out there, will rally round and help us to support them. It's another achievement, another feather in my cap, something I wanted to do. Well, I didn't really want to do a 26-mile run. I've done a 13-mile run, and to be honest, 26 will be grueling, because I'm only running 10 minutes, 12 minutes a day, in the morning, 12 minutes of a night, and that's grueling at the moment. But once you stretch out, I think every runner will tell you, once you start going a different distance, walk, run, up hills, run backwards, I've got to do all that. I've got 4 months to do it. I think I'll do it. I think I'll be okay. I'll do it in my own time. I'm not going on for any sort of record. The record I want is 25,000 in Donna's bank to get Emilie that operation in Alderhay. And fingers crossed it doesn't go up. If it does, then we'll have to raise that little bit more, won't we? That little bit extra. But I've got confidence, the people out there who will help me. The story, we'll be telling the story more as we go along with our podcast show from DXTL TV. I just hope you join me. I hope you give us loads of support. I hope you applaud us when we do the run. I hope you come out and watch us towards the end of the run. Warrington Town Hall to Liverpool Town Hall. And if there's any Warrington people out there as well, we'll give you the map, the routes. Our bucket collectors will be there. Just throw £1 in. Every little bit will help to go towards Emilie's operation. And I'm confident that we can do it. I really, really am. I'm confident we can raise the money. I'm not that confident that I can do the run, but I know I've got runners who will do the run. But hey ho, it's there to be challenged, and I'm going to be doing it. I'm not going to do the 3 peaks unless I can do them in a helicopter. So lads, I'll be in touch with you. And thank you very, very much. If I've missed your name out today, you'll certainly get a mention over the weeks. The North Liverpool JFL, fantastic. Thank you very much, Bob Connor, who've told me that you will be sponsoring us as well. And you'll be getting sponsors off all the managers. I was talking to many, many managers out there, and I will name you individually, I assure you. Thank you very much for your support. We will get the sponsorship forms out to you. I can see the way it's going to go now. 3 days of solid support. I'll start telling you when the cash starts coming in, and I'll start telling you when we've got our funding page. GoFundMe. There's people tap me on the shoulder, wishing me the best of luck and telling me they'll sponsor me. Thank you very, very much, Liverpool. Outside Liverpool as well, you can donate. I'll let you know where you can donate soon, because I know my contacts nationwide will support me tenfold. It's a tough run. I want you to support me, because every penny I make will go towards Emilie and the family to give Emilie a better life and the family a better life. So welcome to Liverpool, Donna, the team, Emilie, Evie, all the family. I really welcome you here, and as I say, I'm here to help. And also the football family, especially across Merseyside, will be backing me to the hills, I assure you. So thank you very, very much indeed. Let's hope we get some good news next week and there's not a lockdown. We're looking forward to our next show. That'll be on KCC 99.8 live on Tuesday evening. Please join into that, tune in. And we'll also be back Friday, Saturday and Sunday, regardless of whether football is on or off, with the Grassroots Weekender show. And again, I can't thank you enough. Mwah. Thank you very, very much, Grassroots football family. Emilie, we'll do you a big favour. Chin up, it's on its way, your operation. We'll do everything in our power to help you to get there. So, Donna, I appreciate your thanks and your emails all the time. Don't worry, no need to thank us. The football family are here to help. We'll get it underway and we'll get Emilie that operation. That's a promise from me, and I don't normally promise. Thank you very, very much indeed for everyone tuning in. We'll be back again Tuesday evening on KCC 99.8 live, and then we'll be back, as I said before, on Friday evening. So we'll see you Friday evening. So for myself, Mal Lee and all the team from Don't Cross the Line, DXTL, DMA, Grassroots campaign, Respect campaign, and myself, Mal Lee, we wish you a good night. Put your feet up, relax, have a cup of tea and be safe. And we'll speak to you next week. Good night, God bless.